Hi friends, it's Sammy here, and today I'm going to tell you how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's cube. This is basically a classic cube, and you have to solve this layer by layer. So first you start with solving the bottom layer, then you start with solving the middle layer, and then you start solving the top layer. So let's get started and solve this. This is pretty much scrambled, so I would not scramble it any further. So let's first solve the bottom layer. While solving the bottom layer, first you have to do is you have to form a white cross. So for forming a white cross, there's no particular algorithm, but you have to form a white cross and it should have the centerpiece matching with the respective color edge piece. So let's get started. So let's first find all the edge pieces, the white edge pieces. Take it up, match it with the center color. So let's match it with blue. Okay, so this and this matches, so just turn it down. There's one more edge piece over here. Okay, so take it up, take it down. Since this would have come up, we just try to shift it back again. Now search for a red. Yes, so then turn it down. There's one more edge piece over here. For any of you who's wondering that why I'm shifting this color, is just that I don't mess up this particular thing. So that's how you do it basically. There's one more edge piece over here, which is already solved. There's a centerpiece, green centerpiece, and we have a green edge, and we have a white edge. So just flip it down. We have one more edge piece over here. Okay, so just match it over here. Let's see, we have a cross. No, we do not have a cross. Okay. Yeah, so there we go. So we have a white cross and we have the edge piece matching with the centerpiece. We have green matching with the green center. We have red matching with the red center. We have blue matching with the blue center. So now what we have to do is we have to set these edges. So we have to form a blue and red, and we have to place that blue and red at a position where it has blue and red. Okay, so we have a blue centerpiece and we have a red centerpiece, and this is white, so obviously it will fix over here. So the algorithm for this is, I'll try to put up an algorithm on the screen. So the way you do it is, okay, so this is how you solve it. So this has been fixed over here. Let's try to put an orange and a green, where we have orange center and a green center. This is done. So now we have a green and, okay, I don't know what happened over here. So this is pretty much solved. So we have this thing left. Okay, so we have a blue and orange. Yeah. Cool. So we have the bottom layer which is solved. So the first layer is done. So now let's start solving the second layer. So in the second layer, basically you have to solve the edges. So you have to match an edge which has a red and a green, and then you have to swap this edge over here. So basically we try a combination where we have a T already formed, and it has an edge piece which matches with the color over here or over here. So let's try to find out any edge piece which has a combination of color which matches. So I could see we have a blue, so we have a T form. I mean, you can say a T which is upside down probably. So basically you have to put this particular edge over here and this over here. So what's an algorithm for this is, I'll try to put that on the screen. Basically I try to memorize this by saying that if you have to move this over here, then you try to move it away from this. So like this, like this, like this, like this. Yep, there you go. So you got this corner fixed, this edge piece fixed. So now let's try to solve the other edge piece. So we have an orange and green. So this guy goes here. Oops, this guy goes here. Yep. Let's solve again. This guy again goes here. This is solve again. So this guy goes here. So if you're wondering, if you saw that all the edges were falling to my left side. So if you're wondering that what if you have an edge which comes over here. So we follow the same procedure basically. So if you want to fix this particular thing over here, in that case what you do is you try to move this opposite of this and then just follow the same procedure. For example, I'm just trying to tell you that, for example, if this was red and this was green, then if you want to put this thing over here, then what is that you follow? So you can refer to an algorithm which I'll be putting up over here. So you just move it up. Yeah. So if you see that red and yellow which was over here, let's switch over here. This is just in case if you want to know that how to move an edge from here over here. So let's try to fix it back again. Okay, so we have the first two layers being solved. So now let's go ahead and solve the last layer, which is the most difficult layer. So basically while solving this layer, we have multiple combinations which we need to remember. So whenever you're solving this particular layer, what you have to remember is you need to always remember that we start from this particular step. Either we start from this particular step, that is you should have an L which is opposite, or say a mirror image of L. So then you have to follow the algorithm which I'm going to tell you right now from this particular step. Or if you have a straight line of yellow, then that pretty much works. So basically in this step we're gonna form a cross. We are going to try to form a cross over here, a yellow cross. So this is an ideal situation where you try to form a cross, because this leads us with a straight line and then this gets us across. So let's try to solve it. As I told you, we got a line. Now again, follow the same procedure. I said you. So we have a cross now. It does not matter. I mean, this corners does not matter. What we are looking for is a cross. So now when we have a cross, just try to match this particular edge with the respective color. So just try to form green. Just try to match it with the green or green. So we have a green matching over here. We need to find a cross with two layers which are adjacent to each other. So this certainly does not match over here. So now let's go ahead and find if this matches. Yeah, so we have a blue cross formed over here and an orange cross formed here, and green and red probably would not be formed because we have to do a setup algorithm in order to form crosses across all the four sides. So let's go ahead and follow an algorithm to get all the crosses on all the sides. So before we go ahead, we need to always make sure that we have the two crosses facing like this. So my one cross is over here and the other cross is over here. So you need to hold it like this. Then you follow the algorithm which I'm going to put up on the screen. There you go. So that was a pretty simple algorithm. What it had done is it had fixed this particular cross and this particular cross. So now you should be having cross on all the four sides. So you have a green cross, we have an orange cross, you have a blue cross, you have a red cross, and this pretty much does not change. So now you have to fix these edges. So what you're gonna do is you try to find out an edge which is at the correct position. For example, you need to find an edge which has this center matching with this and this center matching with this, and again this yellow obviously remains the same. So just try to find out anything which matches red, blue. No, that's not correct. Red, green, orange. No, this is not correct. Orange, green. No. So as you can see, we do not have any column which specifically matches to the centers of either of the sides. So what we're gonna do is we just follow this algorithm in order to set any of the corners at the correct place. This algorithm we're gonna repeat in order to set all the 4 edges at the correct place. So what we're gonna do is so let's see if we have anything which matches. Yeah. So as you see, the algorithm which I used kind of set this particular corner at the correct place. So we have an orange which fits over here, we have a green which fits over here, and we have a yellow which fits over here. So now again you're gonna follow the same algorithm. So what this algorithm does is it fixes all the edge. So it will fix this edge so that it would be placed here itself, or something like that. So just repeat that algorithm again. Okay, so this is not correct. This is also not correct. This is also not correct. Okay, just try to do it one more time. Oops. There we go. So we have all the edges which are at the correct place. For example, we have a green, red, a yellow. So it matches with all the 3 centers over here. This again matches with all the 3 centers over here. This again matches with all the 3 centers over here. So this is going to be our last step which will solve this particular layer. So you can start from any particular corner. In case if you had all this thing already solved, then you would have solved from this thing. So just follow the sample algorithm. There you go, I told you, it was pretty simple. So this is how we solve our 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Please give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. And I'll try to put on the algorithms for each layer in the description as well. Thank you.